So Mike, how do you plan on paying for the boat?
I was just gonna pay cash.
Okay, is it true cash or are the funds coming from another source?
I was gonna either take a HELOC or liquidate some of my brokerage account funds.
Okay, typically when customers borrow against their HELOC is towards items that are not a depreciating toy, such as a boat, more towards renovations for the home or investing in another home, etc.
Sure.
So basically anything that would give you a return on investment.
So what are the rates then for financing?
Considering purchasing a home with a home equity line of credit might not be the best choice, and here are a few reasons why. A home equity line of credit lets you borrow against your home's value, which is providing access to cash as needed. However, there are several important factors to consider. Home equity line of credit rates are tied to market conditions, which means they can change over time and potentially increase your cost. Using a home equity line of credit means putting your home at risk. If you aren't able to pay the loan, you could lose your home. Therefore, a home equity line of credit is best used for investments that build wealth, like home improvements, or using it as an emergency fund. A home equity line of credit isn't suitable for financing things like vacations, cars, boats, or other depreciating assets. It's also not ideal for those planning to sell their home soon. Obtaining a home equity line of credit also typically involves extra fees, which can add up. In our current economy, our rates range from 7 to 8%, but there are a lot of factors that determine what your final approval is going to look like, such as what are your monthly obligations, your stated income, if you have any comparable credit, etc.
Okay. That seems kind of high.
I understand. I know a lot of people have that same reaction because they typically automatically compare those rates to what the rates are when you're going to buy a home or a car. But I like to remind our customers that a boat is not a necessity. It's not something you need. So typically rates are a point higher than what you see with a home or an auto loan.
Okay. Is there anything that makes them go lower or higher?
Yeah, I mean, again, there are a lot of factors that determine what your final credit decision is going to look like. My responsibility is to make sure that I secure the most favorable terms for you, not just the rate, but the term of the loan, the down payment amount, and it can range anywhere from 7 to 8%, again, depending on your credit. What we can do is just go ahead and get a credit application filled out. And because you are purchasing a vessel that's under $200,000, we may not require additional financials. At times we do, because again, it all depends on what the findings are on your credit. And if additional financials are required, that can entail tax returns, 2 years of consecutive tax returns, personal financial statements, etc. Like I explained previously, my job is to secure the most favorable credit decision for you. So what I do is I review your credit application very thoroughly. I also review your credit profile before I select that 1 or 2 lenders that's going to provide us with the most favorable terms.
So you're not gonna shotgun it to a bunch of banks?
No, we are actually very against that behavior. We run our business office very ethically, and shotgunning is not something that we do in our offices.
I mean, that still seems a little bit high. The HELOC loan was quoting me somewhere in the sixes.
I understand. Let me give you a visual of what that looks like. I think by providing you with a visual of what your monthly payment is going to look like at 7.74% versus, let's say, 6.74%, what it does to your monthly payment.
Okay.
Regarding your concern about interest rates, let me provide you with a visual which breaks down the impact of a 1% rate difference. If you are financing $150,000 over a 20-year term, which equals to 240 months, at a rate of 7.74%, your monthly payment is $1,230.50. Now, let's say that at 6.74%, your payment is $1,139 with some change, which equals to a difference of approximately $90 per month. And when you divide that by 30 days, this amount is approximately $3 a day. The cost of a cup of coffee, which the average American spends on each day and never misses. Now, if you keep your $150,000 in your investment account for 20 years, and let's say that the annual interest rate is about 6.5%, the compounding interest could grow your cash value to approximately $548,000 without any contributions being made during that time. So as you can see, by keeping your money in your investment account, you're able to increase the value of that cash because of compounding interest. I was also able to demonstrate to you that even though the rate from 6 to 7%, it may be a huge difference for you. When we look at the numbers and the deal structure, your monthly payment does not change drastically.
Okay, well, I'd be willing to take a look at it.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and just fill out the credit application, and I'll go ahead and be able to provide you with the exact approval terms.
Okay.
All right, let me give it a quick review. Thank you so much for filling everything out thoroughly. So the next steps are, I'm going to take the time to review your credit report very carefully. And then again, select that one or two lenders that's going to provide us with the most favorable credit decision. We can have an answer within, later on today, within 24 hours, but either way, you will hear from me by tomorrow at 12 o'clock with whether I have an update or just to let you know that I am still working on securing that for you.
Okay, sounds good.
Did you have any questions for me before we part ways for now?
No.
All right, let me go ahead and give you a copy of your sales order, as well as, would you like a copy of your credit application?
No, that's okay.
Okay, beautiful. And I am also going to put on here a brochure which shares with you a few extended protection options that are available to you. While you are looking at the brochure, my recommendation is that you read over the outboard section, and then we also want to go ahead and look at the cruisers class accessories coverage. This is an extended protection that is highly recommended. We partner with the top extended protection company in the boating industry. And as we all know, there are limitations to the factory warranty, and that is why we recommend that you protect your very expensive toy with the additional extended protections that are available.
Okay.
So that extended protection is more for like mechanical, electrical coverage. And then we also offer a protection to help keep the integrity of your boat. So it is a sealant that we apply to the interior and exterior of the vessel, and it helps against salt water, bird waste, minor cuts, wine spills, etc. Which we'll talk more about both protections at the time of closing. But for now, I also want to take you, send you home with this card. Half of the card is sealed, the other card isn't. Go ahead, dip it in coffee, tea, whatever you like at home, so that you can see how the product really adheres to your fiberglass and in the interior of your boat, and helps protect it and keep it looking brand new for up to 5 years. It comes with a 5-year protection, but for many years to come.
Okay.
Okay. Well, here is your envelope with all of the information that we discussed. My contact information can also be found in there. If you have any questions before you hear from me, feel free to give me a call. Otherwise, we're good for now, and I look forward to helping you with your boat purchase.
Awesome. Thank
you so much for your time. Talk to you soon. So in this script, we learned how to properly introduce ourselves to our customers, provide them with an overview of the part that the business manager is going to play in their purchase process. We also offered an insurance quote, and then went into payment options and really honed in on the benefits of financing a portion of their boat. So from here, it's when the party really gets started. We're going to go ahead and start working on securing the most favorable terms for the customers and move forward with the next step in the purchase process. I hope you enjoyed this script, and stay tuned for more.